Well, there's an extension from what we've been talking about. I watched the video again, and I'm reflecting. I do think there needs to be a very concentrated, sincere practice of constantly asking, what is it that I want? Which should be very straightforward. What do you want? Oh, I want to lead a robotics team and be very important. I think that's what I want. I want to be very important, but I guess you can be very important by leading a successful SaaS startup. I look at that Instagram of that SaaS startup guy that's making 100K monthly recurring revenue. I don't think that guy has aura. He doesn't look cool. I want to lead a very important, cool part of an industry. Robots are cool. I want to be important leader in robotics. What? Because it's cooler. SaaS is not cool. Robotics cooler. I want to be a leader in robotics. I want to be on the news. I want people to ask me about what my opinions are. I want people to ask me, hey Alex, what do you think? And I say something, everyone goes like, oh my god, that's what's gonna happen. How come nobody's asking me? How come nobody's fucking asking me what's gonna happen with robotics? I got a thing or two to say. I don't know. Ask me. How come nobody's asking me? How come my perspective on robotics is not that important? How come I don't have a robotics lab under me? How come I'm not on the news? How come I'm not on TechCrunch? I don't fucking know. That's what I want to happen. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. And I think it needs to be a very conscious effort, where the vast majority of your time, day to day, gets spent on just asking yourself, what is it that you want? In terms of looks, I want to be handsome, right? But what does that mean? What if someone else is more handsome, taller? Okay. I don't know. I guess this is the point that you realize that you can't really control what people think about you. You can't control yourself, but you can't make someone think certain things about you. I guess this is the point you realize that, okay, like, I can't control that. Okay, I can't control it. Too bad. That is really bad. Too bad. I think that's one of the fundamental truths if you really believe in this mindset and you practice it, you realize, okay, I can't control certain people's thoughts. I can't do that. Okay, fine. Then I'll just be in the best shape that I can be. So I find myself attractive. Like, okay. But you can't be a slave of something. That strips things away from you. You know? It's like, okay, let's go back to some brutal realist stuff, right? So like, one thing is like, you know, I've been lead coding all this time, spending all my effort on trying to be better in that aspect. But I'm not fucking gonna die if I don't get it. There's other aspects of life, right? So you have to know that you're a whole individual that'll go on forever. So one thing you got to learn is that you can't control other people's thoughts or other people's opinion. So there's limited things that you can't have control over. Another thing is the world does not owe you anything. That you will die. There's just fundamental truth. The time will flow. Your time is limited. And there's a couple of them. Okay? So, while you recognize those things, you gotta start demanding things. What can I control here? Why aren't you giving me what I want? Who's gatekeeping? Am I gatekeeping? What can I control from there? I don't think there's an answer to this. I think this is an infinite thing that you just have to ask again and again and again. And one of the things for now is I want to be super important. Robotics guy. And then I gotta realize that, okay, time is limited. I gotta first increase my exposure. And I should try to get into a place that gives me an opportunity to increase that exposure. Demand it. Think about your desire and demand it. Demand it. And there's obviously a couple of things that will help you out here, right? If you're an honest person, the surface area of you being caught for being fraudulent decreases, right? If you're an honest person, you don't have to mastermind everything, and sometimes the luck falls on you. If you are, there's just not binary. It's not just about what you want and what you don't want. But the whole point is everything stays the same. But you should separate out your desire and the homework. Everything else is still true, right? Hard work, or the things that you should do to increase the surface area of luck. Communications, how much that is important, right? How nothing is owed, how your life will, how your life will keep going on, how there's asymmetric, the fundamental laws of the world is still the same. And the kind of the things that will help you move towards life in this world is the same. What I urge you to do is recognize and be able to separate the desire and the homework. Super important. Why not? Why not? Give me that. And I think, I think that's super important. I think you gotta constantly think about it. Constantly. Just don't be in your head too much. What the world, you just ask for it, demand it. When you're not thinking about anything, your mind should just be full of, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want here? I don't know, like actually, oh man, I wish that elevator came sooner. Can you get the elevator to come sooner? I don't know, like literally. Man, I wish someone like packed my shit for me. Yeah, because there's just so many goddamn wires. I wish this wires would just get packed. I wish someone did my dishes. I don't know. Keep on thinking about it. Like, actually. Like, right now my back hurts. Ah, shit. I wish someone would, like, put a better chair here. I wish that fucking, you know, the office areas are always not filled. I wish the microphone in these computers were better. Actually, because a lot of times I wish someone give me a keypad for this laptop. I wish that motherfucker Hakeem would stop fucking. I guess I don't know. He's not doing anything to me. He's just not saying hi when he's saying hi to everyone else. I don't give a. I mean, I guess I wish that motherfucker just say hi to me. I don't want him to say it. Do I want him to say hi? Yeah, I wish he just says hi to me and treat me like every other person, and I can just ignore him. That's what I want. Right? I wish he'd just treat me like every other person that is a resident here. I'm not gonna think about why is he treating me this way. Fuck that. The desire. Okay, you can think about that if you want to change it. You know, but you know, like right now in front of me, I have so much wires. I wish this is all clean. I wish when I go upstairs, I don't have to do the dishes. I keep on thinking about every single time. Think about this all. You know, I'm gonna do the meeting where someone just knocked on the door. I wish they're not fucking staring at me, expecting me to open the door. Because why the fuck do I have to open the door? I'm not the fucking door guy. Okay, then I'll ask them. Ask the person in the front, be like, hey, someone's knocking the door. Can you fucking open that? Why do I have to open it? You know, why do I have to open it? Like, it really doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. Like tomorrow I have interviews. I wish that girl told me what the interview is about, because I asked her and she didn't reply. I wish she was more responsive. I wish Jay will text me what this meeting is about or how long this meeting is. I wish Lane would just be able to push the meeting 30 minutes back. Like, just constantly think about your desire, you know? Constantly think about your desire, irregardless. And you don't have to go beyond that. Exactly like the Hakeem situation. I wish that motherfucker Hakeem just treat me like fucking a normal guy. And not for me to start thinking about like, why is he like that to me? That's trying to solve the problem. I don't want to you don't need to constantly think about solving the problem. Complain about it. You know, my wish right now is not that, why do I have to work? I actually want to work. I want to work. Why do I have to do these elite code? Why is that the metric? I wish they were more forgiving. Do I? I don't know. I wish they just give me the job. Do I want that actually? What if they give the job to everybody? I don't fucking know. Fuck do I care? I wish they just gave the job to me. Because I'm special. Am I? I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's a little contradictory because I remember back in the day I thought about, okay, like, one thinks you think too much of the desire. You don't think about what the world is. And I'm telling myself that, like, hey, just keep on thinking about the desire. But like, if I think about the desire, and then you think about, okay, the world doesn't owe me anything though. Why not? I guess it just doesn't. So then, it actually makes it clear to me that, okay, I want all these shit. The world's not gonna fucking give me these shit. I gotta do something about it if I want it. But when I skip the part of recognizing the desire and just internalizing the desire, I don't openly kind of admit, because I don't openly admit that this is what I want, it's hard for me to accept that these are what I need to do. Like, you know? I don't know. I wish I could just walk to people and ask them about shit without having to, like, smile. Can I? Why not? Okay. Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? You want that? I don't know. Something short-circuiting. Okay, I want it. Can you give it to me? Yes, I am thinking about promotion, right? I don't know. If I want to get promoted, okay, let's say I get the job. So, I mean, let's say I talk about it tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so it seems like I do find the company very interesting, right? And I do, as I've told you, it is something I care. It is something that I want to. I do want to start my career. I do want to be in an environment that I get exposure to people building the robots, and whether it's directly on the robot, building the robot. And I do want to build the robot. So it greatly interests me. So it does greatly interest me. I guess the next question, I guess the due diligence on my part for now is, I guess the due diligence in my, now that I know that, you know, after talking to Jack for, yeah, after doing an interview for Jack for two interviews, I did get to know a lot about the company, and I do want to, and it is something that, it is a company that very much interests me in terms of the work. I do want to work in robotics, see people build robots, as an exposure environment that I want to be in. And I want to help build it. My next question is, so from my side, and it seems to me that it's pretty clear that, you know, it's going to be a pretty scrappy environment that, you know, I mean, from what I've talked with Jack, it seems to me pretty clear that, okay, it will be a scrappy environment that, you know, you go from 0 to 1, and you go from 0 to 1, rapid prototyping, building things for at least for the first couple of months of being there, until first couple of months of being there. And these are all environments that I'm familiar with, that I'm familiar with, that I like, and that I'm familiar with, and I'm used to. So I guess the next question for me is, yeah. So I guess for me the next question is, there are a few. I guess the question is in terms of my role in the company. In terms of, I think there's two main questions. One is, one is compensation. I just remember seeing that it's going to be. I actually think that there used to be a number on the website, which I don't remember what the number was, but I think there used to be a number on the job portal, which I don't think there is the number anymore, and I don't remember what the number was, but I did remember that it was within the range. Well, I guess my next question is about compensation. Me and Jack never talked about it, but yeah, what is the kind of the expected salary range for this role is? Salary range, what does the compensation look like for this role? And I do have a question. I think first question is, what is the expected salary range for this role? I guess the second question is regarding the funding status of the company. What stage the company is in. I am curious about the I guess the future. I mean, I would like to know what the within what is reasonable to be able to be revealed in terms of the funding stage of the company, and if I may, I did see that there was a lawsuit from Tesla. I am curious about what the status of that is. And I did see that there was a lawsuit from Tesla. I am also curious about what the status of that is. I just got distracted, but yeah, you gotta just be telling, hey, this is what I want. And this is what I noticed. What's up with that? I don't know. Yeah. I think this is all pretty important things that you should pay attention to.